Hope everybody's having a good few days, had a good weekend. Not for sure if it's recording yet. Try to get my docs up here. See if I can find the chat. All right, let's see. Hope everybody's had a good weekend, have a good week. Tuesday, 8 o'clock here. I'm sure we're going to be live here pretty soon. All right, see if we got the chat going on since we got 4 people in. And anyway, I hope everybody can hear me. Had a real good weekend myself. Me and Daddy went to the Middle Tennessee Diecast show. Had a good time. Saw a lot of good friends. Made some new friends. Met some of y'all, some of the viewers. That was awesome. So, like I said, I hope everybody's doing good. Got some pretty cool finds. I brought down some stuff we talked about from last week. Uh, Found some arrows. Brought a couple of boxes here. Somebody had asked about cases. I didn't get a lot of those out yet. Got the Camaros. Found a couple of those. I got the black hood one that we talked about last week. I wanted to go over, and I found it. And I found my personal Camaro, a couple other things, and I'll let some people come on in. So I don't know who's all here, but welcome in everybody, and we'll go ahead and get started. Um, I want to give a shout out to Tom. He was a viewer. I met him this weekend at the toy show, and he gifted me a couple of arrows. Pops is here. Yeah, I met Tom, and he was like, enjoyed the show. He said he had a couple of arrows that he had found that he wanted to give me. So here's one of the arrows that he gave me, which was the Volkswagen Beetle tuned. And you can see there's a die-cast arrow there on the back fender. There's a hole through it. And then he also gave me the Porsche Carrera GT right there, and it's missing the front wheels all the way. So that was a couple of cool arrows. That was awesome. So I appreciate it, Tom. If you're watching this now or if you're watching it later, thanks for the gifts. Hey, what's up, Woody? Woody's in the house too. So anyway, we'll go over some more stuff that I picked up this weekend, I guess. And as anybody wants to, whatever y'all want to chat about, let me know. Found a couple of farbs. This ain't the full set. They're still up in the shop, but I did find a couple when I was cleaning up the other day. Found some more cool arrows that we'll go over. And then I found this car in the 50-cent box. It's the Ramblin' Wrecker. But if you look there on the back, somebody broke the plastic piece off the back that regular holds it, and they put a piece of metal on the back. So you know some kid had a blast with that thing. So I just had to get it to put in my collection. I just thought that was awesome. So is there any topics that y'all want to start off or go over? I'll wait till a couple more gets in. I'm sure there were some people asking about some stuff last week, and I'll try to get that up. Trying to get the chat to show up, and I think I finally got it to come up. So anyway, also had some questions about the tow marks and price guide books. Woody, I don't really dust the collection. Most of it's in Giovanni's. This is not. I'm wanting to get some plexiglass made for this eventually, but I don't really dust them. I move them around quite often because I'm always, looking at them, comparing them as I find more. Hey, Carl Bob, how's it going? Yeah, the used cars, sandbox cars. I've got quite a few reds and some black walls over there. That's kid paint, what they call them and stuff. Well enjoyed cars, but stuff like this is just, to me, is cool stuff. Just because somebody had a blast with that thing, pulling around Matchbox. But the show this week will be about where we went up to the Middle Tennessee Diecast show. and some of the finds that we found. Got a yeah, Woody. If you're starting the red lines, it is a big learning curve. I would suggest getting if you're to me, this is the #1 book for me. I carry this book everywhere I go. It's Tomar's Price Guide to Hot Wheels. This was the last one that they released. It come out in 2009, and this is what I carry, and I keep all my red lines up to date, and I just mark them up as I go, and I'll just mark up what I got, and then what I feel like is the shape, like on a scale of 1 to 10, and I would suggest this book. Uh, if you're out and about and you come across this one's good picture references. If you're into and this is basically blowed up and tells a little bit about each car and into different colors and stuff. And that's a good reference book you can kind of pick up and relatively cheap. But whenever you're starting, it's overwhelming with a lot of information. Woody, I'd go online and you could probably get it off of eBay pretty easy, or probably Amazon. I haven't looked on Amazon, but eBay's probably got some. If I ever find any good shape ones, I usually pick one up. I've got a new one of the one I wear all the time. I use all the time because this one will eventually wear out, and I'll have to transfer my information. So, but there's a lot too whenever you get into collecting red lines. Of course, shape's your #1 thing, but when I first started, I didn't care about shape as much. I just wanted one of everything, so I was just if whatever I could afford, I was get. Yeah, Carl, the toe mark was found on eBay. That's awesome. That's where I believe the last couple of people I've talked to that's got theirs. So uh, the reason I went with Tomark and because I got to meet him and I talked to him many times. Mike Strauss, the author of the book, and he started the Hot Wheels Nationals. So um, that was another big reason I went with it. I mean, he was super knowledgeable. We always talked at every convention a little while. I'd catch him in the hallway or whatever if he come around to the room, and I'd tell him some stuff that I found that wasn't in the book as far as the Blackwall variations and stuff on time stamps and I mean date stamps and date bars and stuff. But anyway, we won't get into all that right now. Um, I did pick up a pretty cool find. I've got a better one of these up in the shop. I mean, this is a better one than the one I had in the shop. This is an experimental card of the VW Bug. Somebody was asking about those the other day, so I picked up one. I've got another one in the shop of this one, but it's not nowhere near as good a shape as that one. Chris is in the house. What's up, Easy Cruising? He dropped a video today on Easy Cruising, the Pomona Spot Meet. It's awesome if you're into cars. Also, if you're into cars, I don't know if anybody knows, but Gene Winfield passed away today. If you're into custom cars, you kind of know him. He's up there with Ed Ross and all those guys. So check, check. I don't know if I'm back or not. Anyway, sorry about that. We got some bad storms coming through, and we lost our power and internet and all that, and how everything come back. So we've had some real bad storms today, and so sorry about that. Well, I've lost everybody, but hopefully we'll get some people back in. So see if I can get the chat back going. So anyway, that was kind of wild. I apologize again. Like I said, the power went completely out and then come back. I see Carl had wrote something right before it went out. Two contributing people to Tomar I used to hang out with in the Seattle area. That's awesome. Yeah, there was a lot of people that worked on the tow marts back in the day. Um, I always liked to, every time they come out with a new version of it, I'd like to try to pick it up and as soon as I could, because I think there was like 5 different versions, maybe 6. And I've got the first one is this one, and I still reference it quite often. Uh, because it's got pictures of a lot of sets that some of the newer ones didn't ever put out, because this one's got a lot of black and white pictures of almost every set. And then got some color pictures of some of the rare cars, and then some of the other sets. There's some good information in each one. Gives you a little bit more. And as the books got newer, it lost a lot of the information, to make room for all the new stuff. So each one's got a little bit of tidbits you can take away from each one. Anyway, I hope we get some more people back. Looks like we got about 10 back in here. So like I said, I apologize, power went out. It's back up now, I hope. So anyway, uh, I got some more errors this weekend. It was the weekend of errors, what I called it, on at the show. And like I said, Tom, he's a viewer. He gifted me a couple of errors while we was there, and that was awesome. I can show you a few people may be coming back in. I'm not getting any chat. I don't know if anybody's um, going through the chat or not, because I don't see it moving any. But here's one of the errors I picked up. These will be all on the new show. I've got the errors and everything on the show this week. This one was pretty cool. This was the Nissan Skyline there, and the whole tempo on the side is going down and off the body. Kind of hard to see, I'm sure, but it's pretty cool. Got the Mustang here. This is 84, but it's missing all the side tampos. Let me see what a lot of thunder sounds like out there in the wind. I'll try to see if I can reset the chat. I don't know if anybody's chatting or not. Apologize. I wasn't expecting the power to flicker like that. Anyway, let's see. I also picked up, this is the Time of Taxi there. I don't know if y'all can see that back door, but it's not molded all the way on that one. And then this, the Time of Taxi, was missing the door completely and the interior. So I thought that was awesome. Couple of pickups on errors this weekend. I picked up this Car Culture Speed Machines, the Pagani Zonda R, and it's missing the back wheels completely on it. So some of the errors I got this weekend, and then if y'all missed it earlier, Tom gifted me this Porsche Carrera GT, missing the front wheels, and he gifted me the Volkswagen Beetle, and it's got a casting defect with a hole all the way through the fender there. So that was pretty cool. I don't know how to get the chat back up. I might have to close it and then reopen it. I'm not for 100% sure. Let me see. Sorry. Sorry, I missed a bunch of. I'm trying to get my chat to work, and it's not working. Give me 1 second, and let me get my docs open back up here. Okay, I think I've got the chats back up. I apologize again. Power went out. All right, you back now? Randy, now I had a watch. Which kind of watch you looking for, Randy? Technical difficulties only in Tennessee. The wind blows. Yeah, first recovery. Uh, yeah, thank you. The drag buses. I meant to pull those out today, but there's quite a few here, so I'm hoping maybe next week I'll get all those out and gone through. And yeah, Aaron, that experimental card. I know we went over it a little bit earlier. I'd picked up this one. I've got this one out in the shop somewhere, but what box it's in, I don't know. But this one's in really nice shape, so I went ahead and picked it up this weekend. And I tell you the truth about this number 65 and this paint job, the 65 in the blue card is harder to find than this one. You can get the red one in the blue card relatively easier than you can the blue card on that one. Randy, I was there all day Saturday. I stayed till about, I guess, one or close to 1 o'clock. I guess about 12 o'clock. Everybody was backing up. Sorry that I missed you, buddy. I talked to quite a few there. A lot of people pulled me a lot of different ways because that is our basically most of our hometown family that's collected with me for the last 25 years was there. So I talked to a lot of people. So if you see me out and about at any of those shows, just holler at me, and I'll be more than glad to holler at you. Yeah, Aaron, the shelves do rotate. They rotate up and down, back and forth, all that good stuff. Like I said, I've got to take them out of here. I need to get them straightened back around. And then, Carl, I don't know how many errors I've got. I'd say, being safe, I'd say 2 to 2,500, maybe more. I'm not 100% sure. I've got boxes of them still up in the shop. And like I said, some errors are not as big as others. Some of them are backwards in the package. Some of them are upside down. Some of them, I like the really messed up cars missing parts, but I passed on a couple of errors this weekend just because they were backwards or upside down in the package, and it really wasn't a casting I collected, so had to watch an ad. Oh, sorry about that, Randy. I see what I'm saying. Yeah, I talked to Jim quite a bit. This one, he was looking for a couple of hunt sets, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, I need to finish filling it up. Now I can rotate this around once. It, like I said, it is not full right now. Um, I pulled all the. I'm not going to collect the blast lanes anymore. Pulled all the blast lanes. Pulled all the tuned Volkswagens. Pulled all the custom Volkswagens out. I'm not going to collect that cast anymore. I pulled all the tuned, basically all the tuned Camaros and Mustangs and stuff. And I think I've decided I'm going to go ahead and start slowly selling off those because I don't think I'm going to collect those anymore. But I can make it go around if y'all want to see it go around once. I'll see if I can get it to go. Trying to do it slowly. Uh, this one I may be selling before too long, the Myers Manx. I really like it, but I really don't know if I want to collect it all. There's one of my rows empty there. The duck and roll I'm going to keep. I like the old Econoline trucks, so I'll keep those. The Passing Gasser is another one of my favorite castings, so I keep it. I collect the Scorching Scooter, so I got all the Scorching Scooters. I've got a 64 Chevy G10 van, and this is the closest thing Hot Wheels makes, which is the Dodge van there. And then you get into a bunch of black walls that I run over off of from down here to down here is where we're at there. And then I've got 3 empty trays. Then we get back into our Volkswagens here. So the Volkswagen Bug, I think I'm not going to collect after it gets past 1990. And then, of course, it gets back into the Volkswagen, start there. And I've got quite a few more Volkswagens somewhere, probably still up in the shop, but I hadn't had a chance to go through them yet. So anyway, sorry about that. So somebody was asking about the 67 Camaro last week, and I was frustrated because I couldn't find it. And this is another one of the kid paint type cars. You can see they painted that hood black, and I just thought that was cool looking, so I picked it up a few years ago, and I just thought that was awesome. And this one's got a special place for me because this was mine out of my stuff when I was little. And the biggest deal with it is I pushed the windshield down on it, and the back wheels didn't roll good, so I never played with it much. That's the only reason it's in pretty good shape. All the rest of mine are in a tackle box down here, kind of beat all to pieces. So, but I've got a few like some General Lees and stuff. Yeah, I see a bunch. Yeah, I see the duck in the tub. Missing the T bucket on them experimental cards. I've never seen one even on eBay. According to Wikipedia, it exists. I don't know if I've seen the T bucket. I have a buddy looking for the fire truck, Aaron. If I'm looking for a fire